Hey guys, good morning. I'm heading to the gym. It is about 7:30 a.m. I train in the morning, as I've mentioned before. Today is my shoulder workout. Now I'm gonna give you an idea how I work my workout schedule. I did bodybuilding from 1998 was my first show, and my last show in bodybuilding was 2007. And after my last bodybuilding show, life gets in the way. I didn't have enough time to compete anymore. I was working and other things happened. And anyway, make a long story short, I just kept training. I was training hard, and I did I started going into powerlifting. I did some powerlifting meets. And recently, then I took a break for a few years, kept training though. I never stopped training. I still trained hard, still was pushing big weights, and I was thinking about doing the Masters Nationals bodybuilding show. But I, just kept putting it off because just was busy, didn't have 100% time to put into it. So, about a year ago, I decided, I really want to get back into powerlifting full time. I really want to start getting back on the platform because I love powerlifting. I mean, as much as I love bodybuilding, I like powerlifting more. And I started out powerlifting at a young age. Then I went into bodybuilding, and I loved bodybuilding, don't get me wrong. But the thing I really love about powerlifting is you don't have to be a great athlete to be a powerlifter, or a bodybuilder for that matter. I've always said this, and guys, kind of cringe when I say this, but that's the beauty of the sport of bodybuilding. You don't have to have a 40-inch vertical. You don't have to be some incredible athlete. Anyone can lift weights. Anyone can diet. Anyone can improve their body. Anyone can do this sport. Genetics aside, I'm not talking about Flex Wheeler genetics. Okay, that's a different story. I'm just talking about athletic ability. You don't need to be an athlete, a great athlete, to be a bodybuilder or a powerlifter. And I think most people would agree with that. And that's what's great about it. That allows more people to get involved in the sport because, you don't have to have all these miraculous athletic gifts like a NFL football player, NBA basketball player, for example. So that said, powerlifting, though, what appeals to me about it is the simplicity of it. It's just a very simple sport. The camaraderie is incredible with powerlifters. Great group community, I must say. And meets are incredibly fun. It's just you and the weight, and there's something very primal about that. I'm probably saying that wrong. Primitive, I guess, is the word. But it's just you and the weights. You either lift it or you don't lift it, So I had to make some changes in my training, which was a little weird because it's almost like I forgot how to train as a powerlifter. I was away from it for so long. Powerlifters train much more basic than bodybuilders. They're focused on lifting the weights, progression. It's not about doing all these angles and all these volume workouts and all of these things for the most part, right? So the first thing I did is, at my age, I had to really figure out I don't want to overtrain. As soon as I started my first powerlifting cycle, I got overtrained. I was like training too heavy, and not enough rest. So I'm like, okay, I kept tweaking and making changes. For what I finally got to is where I'm at right now, which is a 4-day-a-week workout. It's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So on Monday, I come in, I do my heavy bench. Then I do my heavy bench assistance work, bis and tris. And then I do some very light shoulders, front and side laterals only for shoulders on Mondays. Tuesday is leg day, heavy squats, hack squats, lunges, sissy squats, basic, heavy, progressing in weight every week. Wednesday's an off day because after a heavy leg workout, you need an off day. You really do. I do. Thursday, today, is shoulders. Now today will be light bench, which I'll do about 3-4 sets of 10s only. I don't go below 10 reps on my light day, 8 to 10 reps on light bench day. And then I'll start off with that, and then I'll go to shoulder presses. I add shoulder presses in on shoulder day, overhead presses. Usually it's a seated overhead hammer strength press or a standing overhead press, barbell or dumbbell. I like the hammer strength seated because it protects my back. I can focus on just moving a lot of weight without, messing up my back or anything. Again, it's a wear and tear age issue too. As you get older, you start getting smarter how to train. So then I do front and side laterals with dumbbells, and that is the meat and potatoes of that workout. Have my bench press, regular bench press grip, wide grip, narrow grip, shoulder presses, front and side laterals. That mirrors exactly the Monday workout, except the weights are lighter. That's the only difference between Monday and Thursday. And I do shoulder presses on Thursday. Then I'll do tries and bis and tries again today, mirroring Monday, but again, lighter weight. So if that makes sense. That's my workout today. And then we'll take tomorrow off. And then Saturday is back, heavy deadlifts. And then I do various types of rows, from seated rows to hammer rows to one-arm dumbbell rows. I alternate other things in, but it's always, it starts off with deadlifts. And then I'll do some, I'll throw in some hamstring work and glute work on my back day. Because when you're deadlifting, you're using a lot of hams, a lot of glutes. So it's a good opportunity to get some extra work on your hams and your glutes. And of course, you're working back and traps anyway with deadlifts. And that's my 4-day, then Sunday's an off day. So this workout that I'm on now, this schedule, is a great schedule for anyone. I'll tell you, it's a great growth schedule. It's designed to add weight to your body, to add muscle mass to your body, to get stronger, and give you maximum recovery time. And 4 days a week is plenty. If you're going heavy like this, you won't be able to do more than 4. I'm telling you. If you're in the gym 6 days a week, you might want to rethink your intensity levels, because that's a lot of time to be in the gym, in my opinion. I never went more than 5 days when I was even bodybuilding. I tried 6, and the funny thing is, with 6 day a week when I was bodybuilding, that is, I could do 6 days a week with great results for about 4 weeks, and then I'd hit a wall and I would start regressing because I got overtrained. That always happened to me. I don't know what it was, no matter what age I was. I'd hit that 1 month wall. At 4 weeks, all of a sudden, I didn't get gains. I was getting smaller. I just felt, I definitely was losing it, and I was getting overtrained. So 5 days was a sweet spot. The best workout schedule I ever did for bodybuilding was 2 on, 1 off, which is Chris Aceto. He trained Jay Cutler. He's a nutritionalist, brilliant guy. Look up Chris Aceto with an A, and you will see he's got some great, he doesn't believe in a lot of cardio, he makes guys look great, gets them freaking big. And I started following his advice on training 2 on, 1 off, and that 3rd day off, he always says you shouldn't train more than 3 days in a row, more than 2 days in a row a week in most cases. And I agree with that, because you get that 3rd day off to completely recover, then you're back in it, and you stay hungry, you're recovered, your workouts are just, you can just freaking kill it in the gym, and you're just more charged up. So that's a great bodybuilding routine. I don't like it for powerlifting as much because it moves around too much. I like to have everyday bench press, on my days lined up. So that's why for powerlifting, you could use it for powerlifting, but you get that extra day in there, and it kind of moves the schedule around a little bit. So that's my schedule. And I absolutely, at first when I was like 4 days, that's not enough. I mean, it's funny because I kind of adopted Bill Kazmaier's, the great powerlifter. That was his schedule, 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. That's what he did. He did a hell of a lot more volume than I'm doing. Of course, he was 30 years old at the time, so I'd be curious to ask him if he was, in his 40s or 50s, what he would have been doing. I bet less. But so I adopted his schedule, not his routine. Sort of copied his routine a little bit. I made some adjustments. I just lowered the volume because he does a lot of volume and a lot of weight, which I can't do that. So, but I will tell you that once I adopted this, it was tough because I'm like, man, I didn't feel like I was in the gym enough. 4 days a week, 3 days off. But once you get used to that and you accept it, and you start, and you'll see you're just fuller and bigger, you just really start to grow. And this is about growing. If you want to get bigger and stronger, I would highly recommend you try this 4-day. And you can adjust it, you can move it around and change it. You don't have to do the same days or whatever. Tailor it to fit your schedule, right? And that is what you can try to do. But give it a try in the off season. If you're on a cut, I probably wouldn't do it on a cut. I'd probably throw the 5th day in. If I was prepping for a bodybuilding show, I would want that 5th day personally for bodybuilding. If I was on a pre-contest but off season, I would do this for bodybuilding all day long for bodybuilding off season. Absolutely so. All right, guys, I'm just about at the gym. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, as it helps my channel grow. And I appreciate anyone leaving any comments, or you got any questions. I'm pretty good at getting back right away. Feel free to leave comments. If you agree, disagree, if you have other ideas, it's good to share, because that's how we all learn and get better, when we share information and we all grow together. So that's what this is about. Anyway, it is almost go time, and I will holler at you later.